right, man. Let's talk about Sinners. Ryan Coogler wrote it, directed it, and I think he put his own money up for it. If you don't know him, he was the guy that did Fruitville Station. Um, also did the Creed movies, did the Black Panther movies. Um, he's done a lot of things. He was a college football player on the D1 level. Uh, so he's from Oakland. So he was doing the football thing. He hurt himself and then went to the film school or whatever. And you know, I mean, he's done a phenomenal job. Uh, you know, thus far. And I'm gonna do spoilers because you've seen it. You should have seen it. We talking about going to see it a second time. It was a phenomenal movie. Um, and yeah, Michael B. Jordan in it. Omar Benson, Delroy Lindo was in it. Uh, just people that I know. I don't know a lot of these other people, but yeah, we can read the synopsis of it. Trying to lead a troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil waiting to welcome them back. So it took place in Mississippi. What actually happened was you had the twin brothers. Um, One of them was Stack, and the other one was She's Louise. Give me a minute. Man, I forget the other twin, but both twins were played by both of the twins were played by Michael B. Jordan. So let me try to see. They got everybody name in there but his. So he was Smoke and Stack. That was the twins' name. Smoke and Stack. That's what their names were. And it pretty much kind of got them. They hit a lick between two different cartels. I believe it was. They hit a lick on some cartels and for some whiskey and some beer, some liquor and stuff. And they, got the money, came back down from Chicago to Mississippi to start a juke joint. And they bought they thought they bought an old windmill or old mill, a sawmill from a white dude. And they told him if there's some funny places any of your, clan brothers show up, that they was going to delete them. So he took the money, right? So apparently they wanted to start a juke joint. One of the brothers, like Static or Stat was the one that was a little bit more reckless. The one in the red was reckless. Smoke was one of the more smarter ones, more strategic. And, for the most part, they wanted just, Stat wanted to start it on up. So they wanted to rush and start. So they, bought the place. They went to go recruit some people, security, musicians, to play there. They got their cousin who they gave a guitar to. And they got him to come play. And so they rushed it, and they found out during, the middle of the party that they wasn't going to have a lot of money sustained because, building that juke joint down there in Mississippi, a lot of people was paying with money that didn't, paying with IOUs or paying with money that wasn't, that didn't spend everywhere. So for the most part, they understood they threw some shit around that, they threw a party with a bunch of broke people, so they need to make some money back, and it was going to be hard for them to sustain without, especially going back to the life they wanted. And for the most part, you go through the movie and it kind of show you some things. So it was this one white dude that these Indian guys were fighting, and they were fighting them, and he ran into some of these other people, another clan member house, and they invited him in, and you can't invite, vampires in, and they invited them in, and that was, for the most part, the Indians were like, all right, he your problem now, you gonna know what you deal with. So they turned the new house into vampires. And long story short, they showed up to the juke joint. They said that his cousin, um, that's right here, that played to his right, his music his music was the key to freeing them or whatever, or so his music drawing them there. And before the cousin left the plantation to go with with Stat now, and the two twins, he told his Sammy, that was his cousin name, Sammy Moore. His daddy told him, his daddy was a preacher. He said, man, you dance with the devil long enough, the devil gonna follow you home. And he told him, and for the most part, his music, drawing the vampires there. And for the most part, they figured it out, and they had to figure out how to defeat the vampires. And really, it was about making it to sunrise. Now, apparently, Chun Li, the Chinese lady that you seen in the cast, forget her name, Grace Chow. She invited the fucking vampires in because she was emotional because they got her husband, and she got emotional, and they were talking about getting her daughter. That's her to the right. And she got super duper emotional, and she invited them in. So when you invite them in, then people start dying, and then it went down, and pretty much everybody died except for the cousin and or got turned to vampire except for the cousin and Smoke, the other him right there. But Smoke, they didn't show him actually dying. Um, yeah, they didn't show him actually die, but we assumed that he died at the end, because the clan members came back, and because they knew what they was about to do. They was about to, finesse them for the building back. And he waited for him, set up shop. The cousin, with the guitar got away. They set up shop, and that was all. He took the clan members out. The cousin made it back home. Uh, Hands, he messed up though, but he didn't give up playing music neither. He kept that guitar. His cousin Smoke told him to get rid of the guitar. He kept that guitar, and he just kept, continue to kept playing for the rest of his life. So, I thought it was an excellent movie. I left some things out. I'm gonna say all the spoilers. I left some things out. I loved the original script. It was the original script. It wasn't a remake or a rebuff or nothing like that. I love how they wrote it. Uh, it wasn't too scary. It was a good mix of a little bit of horror and some thriller in there. I thought it was a well-wrote movie. I thought, um, it was dope. It was dope. I think one of the complaints was kind of people got into a vampire demonic type of thing on it being on Easter, but I mean, I really enjoyed the movie. Um, Hopefully, he make all his money back and start to profit off the movie. I think they needed about 90 million for it to profit. They was at 60 last time I heard. So hopefully a lot of people go see it again and again and again and again, and we can get them there. But for the most part, all the evil people was white people in the movie. And they was bringing chaos and all that other shit they was bringing to the table. So um I enjoyed it. I thought it was. I don't think any other way it could have been any better. Honestly, I mean, the acting was great. The diversity was great in the movie. Um, Michael B. Jordan was phenomenal. The script was great, and you need more. You need more movies that's original. That's original scripted. You need more movies that's gonna come with an original script, and it's just too far in between. The remake is the new original in this era, and that's because a lot of these dudes they lack the talent in Hollywood. So I thought it was a phenomenal movie. I gave it a 9 out of 10, especially for a vampire movie, man. So we'll see what if he can make a profit and what other original movies he got under his sleeve, and Ryan Coogler. So Michael B. Jordan, everybody did a phenomenal job in the movie. I mean, yeah, I mean, I just love the script. It was well written. The acting was great. The production was great. The editing was great. The music was great. Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, it's like the Kobe and Shaq of this era, the Scotty and Michael, the Bird and motherfucking McHale, or the Magic and Kareem of this shit, man. So they got a good chemistry, man. But hey, check out the movie review playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere there. Peace.